welcome. This is Elsie Jenkins here, ZZ109FM Talk Radio. Wonderful September. We're here in 2025. It's good to be alive in 2025. My goodness. I've got some information for you, some good news and bad news. That's the way we do it here on this talk radio station. We've got some help in the studio today. We've got 10th grade education Bob in the house.
Hello. How are you doing? Hopefully you're having a good September, and I wish you all a wonderful end of the year.
Well, Bob, you in good spirits. That's good. Let's look over to the other side here. We've got Neely Nixon, a.k.a. LORATTI, in the house. LORATTI, how are you doing?
Ms. Jenkins, I'm feeling good. Glad to be here and alive in September of 2025, and ready to help you out with this version of ZZ109 Talk Radio.
Well, it's an interesting version we have for you. We've got some news, good news and bad news. It's all over the place. More bad news than good news. Lord have mercy. No audience in the crowd today, just us working hard, trying to make sure you get a good perspective on today's events with common sense approach. All right, so let's go into the first area I'm talking about, and that's your safety and well-being on the planet. This planet we live on is one of the most unsafe places to be. You're safer on the moon because there's no one there to cause problems. And you're safer at Mars because there's no one there to cause problems. But here on planet Earth, you need to look over your shoulder, look around you, be aware of your surroundings at all times. There's no excuse. Don't give anyone credit for being a good person until you look them over. Reason I bring this up is recently in Charlotte there was a train stabbing, and unfortunately someone lost their life on a train just trying to get from point A to point B. And when you think of these scenarios, a lot of these scenarios are you in the wrong place. You're at the wrong place at the wrong time. Could it have been anybody? It's very possible. And when we look at the information here about the person that caused this incident, they have been in trouble before for similar issues and problems. So we've got to be mindful of our surroundings. Don't give people credit. If you can stand up, which is what one of the friends I have that rides this train, they don't sit down. They actually stand up on this train to get from point A to point B. Mainly because these trains aren't cleaned every day. So I get it. Who wants to sit down in a nasty chair? If you can avoid it, you would stand up. But I say stand up so you have a visual as to who's on the train. That's very important. You must know who's on the train in your compartment before you sit down, before you stand up. Take a note as to who's on the train. Any takers on that?
Absolutely. I believe they call it situational awareness, knowing what's around you, being prepared. We all have to take some steps to be aware of who is around us. Easier when you're in a small space with less people. Harder when you're in a college listening to someone speak with 1,000+ people around you. But you still can do it. You have to determine if you're in a good, safe position or not so safe position. Do you have anything protecting you? Is there space between you and others? And on a train, sometimes all the seats are taken and people are standing in the aisles. So your situation is a lot different, but you can still take a note of the people around you to determine if any of them are possible threats to you. It's hard but it gets easier as you just start to do this wherever you go. Oh yeah, I do it too. When I go into 7-Eleven and I'm about to get me a hot dog and a Slurpee, I look around first to see if anybody watching me. Because one time somebody was watching me, I say, what the hell they watching me for? But you don't know what their intentions are. They might try to snatch your damn hot dog and Slurpee once you walk out that store. So you got to look around.
Oh, absolutely, Bob. Perfectly said. I can't believe you let somebody snatch your Slurpee and your hot dog like that. You got to fight for some things on the planet. And a Slurpee and a hot dog you just fixed with all the onions and trimmings. Lord have mercy. Don't let nobody snatch that from you. But it is important to stay aware and stay alert. And this young lady was facing forward. The gentleman was behind her. Disadvantage number one. Number two, do you even know who's on the train? If you don't, that's disadvantage number two. And if you are on a train and you do notice that there's some people on there, let's say this individual, just use your intuition. Let's say this individual gave you a bad feeling. That's natural. Whether you like it or not, people, your body has a defense system built in. There's nothing wrong with getting out of your seat and moving to another seat away from that person. I don't care if they take it personally. You're now putting distance between you and the individual that made you feel a certain type of way. So putting distance between you and a person for whatever reason is absolutely fine. If they don't like it, too bad. But you have made it a little bit harder for them to get to you. You do have a little bit of wiggle room for survival at this point. Grandma, I have to agree with you. When I sit down some places, some people get up and move away, but I get it, okay? You may feel a little bit uncomfortable. Me, I will do the same damn thing, because if I can't see you, I can't determine what your intentions might be. Excuse me. So I like to always face people in restaurants. I don't like to have my back to anyone in a restaurant. So when they try to sit me in a seat that doesn't give me that advantage, I ask for another booth, or I wait until one comes available that gives me an advantage to see what's going on in that restaurant. Oh, that's right. Absolutely need to have the advantage. You don't have the advantage, you're at a disadvantage. And that gives you a lower percentage of survival. Lord have mercy. Now, it's a shame in 2025 we have to think like this. We have to be on our guard when we leave our homes. But it is the truth, and there's no getting around this. Now, we want to look down on Trump sending in the National Guard, but I think it is a positive move, because law enforcement can't be everywhere. And we need more presence for law-abiding citizens in the community. So military people, as far as I'm concerned, in areas of concern is an excellent move. We need to show people out here that we are serious about changing the mindsets of the criminals out here on the planet. There are criminals out here that have mental issues, and there are some criminals that don't have any damn mental issues. They just have issues that they trying to resolve by taking stuff from you. Nonetheless, if the military is present, okay, we have a faster way to respond to these situations. That's what we're trying to eliminate, the response time to get to these individuals and situations. And having them present is a deterrent for crime. A presence would be gratefully appreciated. Without the presence, people just run amok and act away and do whatever the hell they want to damn do. And that's where we have to set our foot down and make a difference. All right, definitely got to agree with you on that, Grandma. I don't see a problem with the National Guard. It's good to have the military members out there.
showing that we are serious about protecting people and their livelihoods of just going from point A to point B without being robbed or stabbed or worse. It doesn't make any sense that we can't treat each other with respect out here on this planet.
No, it don't make no damn sense at all. Not at all. But remember, people, when you get somewhere, take a look at your area. See what's going on. See what kind of people are around you. This young lady had someone behind her that had some intentions, but she was so close upon him that she really didn't have a chance to react to his actions. All right, so let's move on to another area of good news. North Carolina, I like the state. There's a lot of good things about it, but they're slow as hell. Two areas that I think they need to improve on is legalizing the damn marijuana, 100%. They recently allowed you to get weed by mail. Okay, beautiful, wonderful, ha ha. But Virginia is already on board. North Carolina is still slowly picking up the pace to get this thing 100% legalized, and it's ridiculous. North Carolina is so slow in this process. Now, the money for making marijuana is unlimited, and North Carolina needs money to improve on the schools, because in Virginia, the North Carolina lottery ain't doing a damn thing like you would think they would to help these damn schools. Schools are struggling, schools are overcrowded, and some schools are having issues. And as far as I'm concerned, if you're going to put education lottery on there, education should not be suffering. So if you ain't going to put your correct percentage on the education, then the hell with you. Take that off of your damn lottery name. Call it North Carolina Tobacco, but don't call it education when education's suffering. Makes no damn sense. But finally, they're getting their act together and at least allowing you to get it through the mail. We'll see how that works out, because Carolina's so damn slow. Making it sense. The short bus state is what I call it. They just slow at doing things. Lord have mercy. Well, Grandma, you're right. This state is slow about the marijuana laws and getting everything legalized. It's doing everything one step at a slow time, and it's ridiculous. I've never seen anything like it. States that have it legalized are making a ton of money, and it's ridiculous that North Carolina can't hurry up and get on board to get the money they need to cover every other aspect of life in this state. It's a great state, a lot to do, a lot of innovations and stuff, but slow at doing things. Very slow. Virginia, they're fast at doing things, but they're not putting the money back and making things better, making communities better, making the shopping areas better. Something about Virginia is just slow. Also, they're fast at getting these things done, but they're slow at trickling their money back to the people. I believe that's that Commonwealth mindset that Virginia has. That's why I can't stand Virginia when it comes to that. That's the state I'm from. I rep VA all day long, but do they give back to the VA people? Hell no. Virginia does not. And that's why I love hanging out here in North Carolina, because I see North Carolina does reinvest back in mostly the infrastructures and communities and entertainment more than Virginia. So Virginia's got a lot to learn. They could just come to North Carolina and learn if they wanted to, if they cared enough. And I don't think they care enough. I know they don't care. That's the problem. They've legalized marijuana, but they don't care to take the profits and reinvest back in the communities, which is what this money should be used for. Not for y'all to get filthy rich. Okay, you're already filthy rich by not taking care of people. Okay, that's the problem. You're getting money and you're not taking care of people. So now you legalize something and you're still getting money and you're still not taking care of people. It's ridiculous that we have to have this conversation every damn year. Every damn year. North Carolina is a little better, but they slow about doing things. like the short bus state of the 50 states. They're the short bus state. That should be their nickname. Virginia is for lovers and North Carolina is for short buses. Lord have mercy. Let's keep it moving here with some more news and information. NFL, let's talk about the damn NFL, a non-football league organization here. Fair is fair, okay? And some of your rules, some of your regulations don't make any damn sense. Now let's put it on the table. You got one man that spits on one man and another man that hits him with an open fist on another team. Now these are two incidents, okay? Now you spit on somebody, it's going to cost you, let me just make sure I got the right number here, $57,222. I hope y'all heard me correctly. And that's if you spit on somebody. But if you hit them with an open hand, it's going to cost you $12,500 plus. Now, what sense does it make? What sense does it make? Both situations are non-tolerable situations. Therefore, they should have the same penalty. Okay? And as far as I'm concerned, ejection should have been the result for both, not just one. So you're going to charge one person $57,000 and ejection, and then give the person $12,000 and no ejection. Make some damn sense, NFL. Every year you come up with some stupid rules. Like the rule where the referee has to stand in front of the quarterback until he's ready to let the quarterback play. Who came up with this stupid idea, allowing the defense to get set up? The hell with the defense. You got 27 seconds on the clock to get your team set up to go to the next play, or it's a delay of game. This 27 seconds is applied to the offense and it's applied to the defense. If the offense can't get their damn crap together, then it's a whistle and a 5-yard delay of game penalty. And if the defense can't get their stuff together, guess what? Well, you just gonna have burnt players on the field unless you call a damn timeout because you don't like how your defense is set up. It's that simple. But now, when this referee stands in front of the quarterback, the clock doesn't stop running. The clock keeps running. So if it gets down to 2 seconds, if your offensive team doesn't call a timeout, you get a delay of game. So it doesn't make any sense for this person to stand in front of the quarterback if you're not going to stop the time on the clock from ticking. This referee is stopping the game play, so you should stop the game clock until he's out of the way and then resume the game clock at that point. That's common damn sense. But you know what? These people ain't got no common damn sense, and that's why he looks like a fool out there in front of the quarterback with his hands up, going, wait, it's not time yet. Wait, the defense ain't ready yet. Wait. And the quarterback just looking at him and the fans just looking at him like he's crazy. NFL comes up with some stupid rules every year, like the kickoff. The stupid kickoff where nobody can now run to go down and get the ball for safety reasons. Okay. Doesn't make any damn sense who comes up with these damn rules. None whatsoever. But throughout the rest of the game, you can stick the hell out of anybody you want to, any way you want to, but not during the kickoff. Grandma, I gotta agree with you. That rule where the ref is just standing in front of the quarterback, holding up the game, ridiculous. If the defense is not ready, they just call a timeout. Don't want to use your timeout? Then do like teams have been doing in the past. Get your defensive crap together, and your players move accordingly and get set up. Call in the right defense or call a timeout. But don't hold the game up because your people are trying to get in bounds for X, Y, and Z. That's ridiculous. You're giving the defense an advantage to get their defense reset up because something ain't right. And it hasn't been like that in the past.
Nope, it hasn't been like that in the past. Before you had to get ready and get out there. And if you weren't ready, then sometimes your people ain't had nobody checking them, and they would run out there and get an easy touchdown. And that's too bad, because if it's my team get a touchdown, I'm happy.
Well, Bob, I'm glad you're happy because a lot of people aren't happy with these new rules that the damn NFL wants to come up with, which make no damn sense. All right, let's get into some more bad news, but it could be good news for some of you out here that don't have this information per se. Seven electrical items you do not want to plug into an extension cord. We like to use extension cords to extend our electricity, but there are 7 devices that you probably should not use an extension cord for. So let's go through these 7 items. Number 7 is the air fryers. They are great for quick cooking and warming food, but because of the amount of wattage that they're using, it could overheat your extension cords out there, causing a fire. So your air fryer should be plugged directly into the outlet. Number 6, your microwaves. Yes, microwave ovens need to be plugged into the outlet. Any extension cord could cause the same thing, could cause this wire to overheat and possibly cause an accident or a fire per se. Something I do all the time is plugging extension cords into extension cords. I mean, I like to make a long extension cord to use my electric blower when I'm out there working. It's called daisy chaining, which I thought there was nothing wrong with it, long as I'm using the same damn type of cord. But no, this could lead to overheating, which could cause cords to catch fire. And I did not know that. Oh my goodness. All right. Number 4, space heaters. Now I'm pretty sure about this. Using an extension cord with a space heater is a no-no. Definitely, these heaters need to be connected directly to the outlet. They could melt the plate. They could melt the wiring they're connected to, because it also needs a high amount of electrical current to get those space heaters running. Makes no damn sense. Your house gonna burn up because you want to extend your heater to keep you warm. All right, number 3, toaster ovens. Lord have mercy. Toaster ovens should be in the kitchen, so why would you need the extension cord to move the toaster oven from the kitchen to the dining room with the extension cord? Who does that? Lord have mercy. You're asking for an accident to happen. Toaster ovens still need 1,200 watts or more to operate. Therefore, they are potentially going to cause a fire as well. So, toaster ovens, not good. Number 2, and who is doing this? The extension cord for a damn refrigerator. Now, who the hell is connecting a refrigerator with an extension cord? And what kind of refrigerator do you have? Is that one of them small refrigerators? Doesn't make any damn sense. You definitely need to make sure you're plugging your refrigerator directly into the outlet to protect yourself and your family. Lord have mercy. And last but not least, number 1, this is something that I thought was safe to do. I did not know it wasn't safe. Your window air conditions. Sometimes the plug is just a little bit far away, so I get a surge protector and plug it in, and then plug the air conditioning. But it's saying you should be careful on doing that, because they definitely pull a lot of current, and you want to make sure your extension cord is not being used to get you that distance to plug it in. You want to plug this device in directly to the wall outlet. Lord have mercy. I'd have burned my house down messing around with this damn survey. But goodness. So there you have it. There's some good news there to help you out. Now you know what things you need to connect and not connect in your extension cord. That don't make no damn sense. This list, who makes this stuff? It's just ridiculous. All right, let's keep it moving here with some more information. Lord have mercy. Okay, Los Angeles residents dealing with something that we know goes on in that part of the planet. Homelessness, people building gardens and barbecue pits and having a good ass time in their city. Well, the city knows that this is happening, but the city isn't doing anything about it. And they make an excuse as to why they ain't dealing with the situation. But you in a very, very popular part of the planet, and you don't care enough because they're not actually in your part of town causing the problem. So you say, as long as they where they're at, by all means, make your gardens and barbecue pits. We don't mind. What kind of signal are you sending to people all over the planet as to how you resolve issues and problems with people in general? You sending a wrong signal to these people. It makes no sense how the homelessness is in a part of the planet where there is an abundance of money. There's people there with money that sit and complain but don't try to assist and help resolve the problem. It's very, very easy. You have to sit down and communicate with people in your city to help resolve the problem. Now, it's interesting how they keep parts of the areas immaculate. Beverly Hills, Rodeo Drive. Let's go and name some of these areas that are immaculate for those consumers that spend thousands and thousands of dollars a day in those areas. Of course, those are free from the homelessness issues. Of course, because this is the area where you're making your money. Where they're at, they're not making any money. So there's no need to revamp or fix or resolve the issue. And it's rampant. And it's, far as I'm concerned, it shows a lack of concern for human beings. You know people have issues. Trump needs to send the National Guard down there to resolve that issue. Any issues cities that can't come to terms to fix, the National Guard should be sent down there. Military should set up tents, MREs, and medical and psychological assistance should be provided to these people. Some of these people are veterans, so they already are entitled to this treatment. But you put your military to work. One thing you're going to do is give them excellent training. Training is what our soldiers need, real world training. So for them to come to Los Angeles to help and assist gives them the skills and abilities they need to be better soldiers. So as far as I'm concerned, send some National Guard troops down there to clean up the area, to put up the tents necessary somewhere else in the city to move these people and soldier them from there. Now, I'm not even in the area, but I came up with an idea for them just that damn quick. It's because I care. I give a damn. But the people that are in charge don't care. They don't give a damn. Okay? And you use the resources that these soldiers already are entitled to through our tax-paying dollars. That's how it's funded. Doesn't make any sense to sit here and not come up with a solution. Doesn't make any sense. Grandma, gotta agree with you. This could be considered a national disaster going on because you've got so many people that are out of control in an area, and you go ahead and put in the request to have assistance from the federal government. Have them come in and have them revamp and take control of the situation. Put our engineers to work in the military to come up with temporary housing and then permanent housing for these people in the future. Doesn't matter how you do it, just get it done. And if you don't have the real estate to do it where you're at,
you move further out the perimeter until you find the proper real estate to be able to set these areas up and get these people into some organized system of information, communication, health, and physical assistance for mental health as well. It's very, very simple to put together. It's a matter of, do people care? You know, people in charge have to care. And sometimes you find people in charge do not care. They care for what's important to them, and that's where their energy and efforts go into. So to let this run rampant for many years in the LA area is unacceptable. I gotta tell you right now, I ran through one of these areas one time, and I tell you, the smell was so bad, I almost passed out. I mean, you got urine and you got booty stink all over the place, and I'm telling you now, it's a terrible thing.
Lord have mercy, Bob. You didn't say the booty stink. Booty stink and urine is a terrible combination. If you've ever been there before in your life when your booty stank and you had urine on you, you know. Everybody knows you're stinking. So don't get caught with the booty stank and urine situation. Lord have mercy. Because everyone will know. Worst place to be when your booty stink and you got that urine situation is when you're on a bus. On a city bus with people on there with you. Because you think they don't smell you, they do smell you. Especially women got good noses. So if you got booty stank and urine, that's a terrible situation and a terrible combination to have on your body at one time. Lord have mercy. All right, now we're going to compare ourselves with Japan. Japan and many other countries on the planet have issues with homelessness. But when we look at Japan's situation, it's not out of control. You do have some people out here in Japan that have their little tent set up, and they got their little area nice and neat with solar panels up and so forth. But it's not rampantly out of control where you got thousands of tents everywhere. You can't you can't stop everyone. But when you've got thousands of tents, see in LA they got hundreds and thousands of tents all over the place. Barbecue pits set up and a garden growing. Then they've been there for a while. It takes time for tomatoes to grow and lettuce and cucumbers. It takes time, so you gotta plant the damn seeds, water it, and so forth. So they've been there for a while. Got a damn garden growing in the area. They've been there for a while. So that means that you've overlooked the situation. In Japan, there ain't gardens growing, and they ain't got daggone the grill pits cooking steaks and hot dogs and hamburgers. They don't have all that going on in Japan. So Japan does have a little bit more control and do care a little bit more than America when it comes to the homelessness situation. They don't let it get too much out of control. My goodness. So we've got to do better. There's so many things that we're not in first place with anymore. We're in ninth place when it comes to some of the things that we need to fix. And that's sad when we're supposed to be number one. USA is not number one when you got people with booty stank and urine smells all in Los Angeles, California. Lord have mercy. Let's keep it damn moving with some more information. All right, so a Montana woman, 81 years old, is awarded $60,000 in damages after a SWAT team tore her Texas home apart. $60,000 damn dollars. Now, please, people, think about it. How often do the police ramshack and run through homes in the hood, okay, and don't even offer compensation to the homes that they go in via misinformation? Do these people know that they're entitled to some rewards for their damages when they come through and tear through their home looking for Ray Ray and Shay Shay? She got $60,000 for damages. And we ain't offered nothing when they come through our homes looking for Ray Ray and Shay Shay and you got the wrong house. The cities in the United States need to start compensating homes in the hood that are affected by misinformation, causing SWAT teams to come through and destroy all of their belongings. Instead of you walking out talking about, oh, we sorry, we got the wrong house. Ray Ray and Shay Shay live next door. Nobody want to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. We want compensation, just like this Montana woman got compensation. They'll offer us nothing. The rules are so twisted when it comes to what white people get and what black people get. And on ZZ109FM, you're going to hear the information you need to hear. That's right. There's certain rules for white people and certain rules for black people. Now, where else are you going to hear that at when it comes to the truth? I don't know. Well, Ms. Jenkins, I must say you are correct. The rules are different. Many times, SWAT teams and local sheriff's teams go through, tear through homes that are provided via misinformation and don't offer any compensation back to these homes that they went through, breaking doors down and destroying things in the house of value. But here in Montana, this young lady, older lady, 81, $60,000 damn dollars. Amazing. Yeah, $60,000. My goodness, y'all can come tear my house up anytime looking for Ray Ray and Shay Shay. Yeah, they was over here last week. Come back again and see if you can find them. And then don't forget to cut me my check for 60K. Oh, Lord have mercy, Bob. Now, you can't just call them and tell them Ray Ray and Shay Shay is over your house and expect them to tear up your house to try to find them and they ain't there. That's a false report. And you get in trouble for that false police report. Telling them they got Ray Ray and Shay Shay at your home. That don't make no damn sense. Trying to get money. That's the problem with us. We all opportunists trying to find some way to get some damn money somehow on this planet. And you need to get money the right way. You earn it. You work for it. That's the best way to get you some damn money. Lord have mercy. All right, so let's look at this scenario I have right here in front of me. Interesting scenario. All right, so without any notice, someone advises you that you have to come and get your things out of storage. You have to come get your things today, or your things are going in the garbage. Now, wait a minute. Is this the correct way to handle this? Yes or no? Let's go around the room and see. Let's start with you, Bob. What do you think? Well, my stuff's in the storage, and you telling me I have to get my stuff out today, or it's going in the garbage. Oh, hell no. You're not throwing my stuff out, especially if I can't get over there and get to it today. And you just have to hold on to it, because you didn't tell me ahead of time. You could have told me yesterday you was going to get it out, and I could have made some arrangements. But no, the same day, and you ain't going to throw it away? No, that is not going to work. I've got to agree with you on that, Bob. I need some notice. I mean, if I've got the thing in the storage, it's there because you allowed me to put it in there. Okay? Now, if you decide that I'm no longer allowed to have my things in your storage, you should at least give me advance notice. Let me know that I need to get my things out because I no longer am allowed to keep my things there. Common sense. So to tell me you're going to throw it away the same day means you feel a certain type of way about me about something. Well, you're just going to throw my stuff in the trash. Now, what if this role was reversed? Would you feel the same way about me because I think I'm not giving you a notice? You feel a little upset because I'm going to throw your stuff away? Lord have mercy. What do you think, Loratti? Ms. Jenkins, I got to agree with everyone here. A notice that, hey, this is the date you have to get your stuff. You don't get it by this day. On that day, whatever's not taken out of the storage will be thrown away. I think that's a reasonable request because if you had time to get the stuff out of storage and you've just been procrastinating, shame on you. But now that you've got a warning, whether it's 24 hours or 5 days, you need to figure out how to get your stuff because you no longer have a place to store it. So
To me, the warning is necessary so you can make arrangements. I mean, a lot of people can't just do something that same day, that same hour, that same minute. You call them to do something. Sometimes you need advance warning. Hey, I'm not off until Saturday. That's the better day for me to pick up my stuff. Some kind of warning would be courteous. Now, do they have a right to say it needs to be out today? I guess they do. But in a sense, when it comes to, life and how things work, that's not the most convenient way to approach people that are using your space. That's all I got to say.
Absolutely not the right way to approach somebody. You approach somebody with intelligence and common sense. You give them a timetable. The stuff's been in your presence for more than 30 days. So prepare mentally how you want the stuff to be moved from the storage area. So give everyone warning about what's to happen if you're going to close up shop at the storage area. Just don't run around and start screaming, get it out, or it's garbage. To garbage it goes. There she goes to the garbage disposal units. It's ridiculous what comes across people's brains. And then they're going to tell you that, and then they're going to hang up on you. Now, that's the problem, because they could have told you that and said, now, what do you think about that? You could have said, well, that's not going to work for me. I'll have to pick it up in a day or two, but today is not going to happen. Now, you hang up before I can tell you that it's not going to work for me. It's almost like, the hell with you. Take it or leave it, and you hang up. Now, what did I do to you? You called me telling me you had a problem and need to resolve it today. I didn't call you. You called me. Now you hanging up on me, telling me something and hanging up so I can't respond. Okay, I get you. I get you having a bad damn day. Don't make no damn sense. People treat people this way. Lord have mercy. Let's keep it moving. Seems to be more bad news than good news on this damn planet. And that's all I seem to have in my little pile here. A woman charged after slamming a baby into the crib, hitting the baby's head during the daycare's first week in operation. What kind of daycare y'all running? And what kind of employees y'all got in there throwing kids around? Lord have mercy. Doesn't make any damn sense. What kind of people are on this planet? If it ain't stabbing, it's somebody throwing a baby, throwing a kid around. Now, if you run into daycare, you usually look for some of your older employees to have more patience and care when it comes to dealing with these poor little babies. But some of these people don't need to be in there. Sometimes you need to look for some younger people in their 40s, 30s, and below. Because when you start getting in your 70s and your 60s, high 60s and above, I'm gonna be an advocate of the truth here. Sometimes you are losing your mental capacity to be a human being as you're moving into these age areas. Things that you don't pay attention to detail. Sometimes as you get older, you lose patience. Because you get around your so-called spouse and you start losing patience with them. Because you've been with them so long, and now as you're getting older, you ain't got no patience with them anymore. So there's some things about you as you get older that don't really qualify you to handling children. Especially if the baby's crying all the time. You like, I ain't dealing with this crying. I tell you right now, if the baby keep crying, I'm gonna make it stop crying. And then you wonder, where's that coming from? Well, that's the mental issue problem going on in her damn head. The mental issue problem. Because it might not be up front, but because if you can put two and two together, it's there. The comment she's making, the age she is, and the job that she's doing. You've got to have patience in this field. And if you're an older employee, sometimes you don't have any more patience. That's something that we usually develop as we're moving into our fields of expertise in our high 20s, high 30s, 40s. But as you start moving into the 50s, 60s, and 70s, that patience starts to dwindle. There's a lot of things that cause it, but to throw a child around because of X, Y, and Z on the first day that you're in an establishment, that don't make any damn sense. You want to be on your best behavior with the children once you got the establishment open for the public. You want more business. Now you're getting bad news and bad information about your establishment. That's bad for business. And it's supposed to be a Christian preschool. Lord have mercy. It's ridiculous. Doesn't make any sense what's going on in the minds of people on this planet. And how do you decipher between the good human beings and the bad human beings? I know she sat down in an interview with somebody and said, "Oh, I love children. I love children. Oh, I've got grandchildren. I've got this. I've got that. I've dealt with children. I've worked at other establishments. Blah 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 blah." And then day one, she going there throwing a child around. Lord have mercy. With all that experience and the expertise she has with children, she's in there throwing a child around. Lord have mercy. Doesn't make any sense. And she got arrested on the first day at work. Now that's ridiculous. Now I hope this is in her record when she try to go work somewhere else. Because if people are not putting this stuff in her record for us to understand what she's about, she's going to get a job somewhere else and she's going to be throwing somebody else's child around on the first day they open. Lord have mercy. It's ridiculous. Grandma, I gotta agree with you. I mean, just going in and abusing kids, it's just heartbreaking. We should be doing our best to work with these kids. Some of these kids are bad. They are loud. They throw things. But you know what? They're kids. You're gonna have your good kids. You got your bad kids. But if you're gonna deal with kids, you gotta deal with them. There's no way around it. The good ones and the bad ones, you got to deal with all of them if you're in that field. You can't pick and choose, and you can't treat them differently. You've got to do your best to work with all the kids. So it's sad to hear that happen, but it's good to know now than to find out later that it happened to many kids. So that's a good part, I think. I'm gonna tell you right now. I think I remember when I was little. This old Chinese lady plucked me in my head about 15 times because I asked her for a cookie. I asked her for a damn cookie, and she plucked me in my head for each time I asked her for a damn cookie. And I ain't asked for no more cookies since. But I remember that. So some of these kids remember when you pluck them and you pinch them. Some of these kids will remember that stuff in the future. You can best believe it. So be careful how you treat a kid. Lord, Bob, you remember when you got plucked in your head when you was a kid? I remember the day like it was yesterday. I asked her, could I have a cookie? And every time I asked her, she plucked me in my head. And I asked her again, she plucked me in my head. And I kept asking, and she kept plucking me. And that was it. I was too young to tell somebody. Well, Lord, I think all that plucking's done something to you because you're a grown-ass man in the 10th grade still trying to get through high school. Lord have mercy. Now we done figured out what happened to you. Damn Chinese lady was plucking the hell out of you. Lord have mercy. All right, our last bit of information here for you homeowners out there. And I understand your frustration with the HOA, the Homeowners Association. I call them the homeowners assholes because, excuse my language, but that's what they are. They are asses in positions of power. Lord have mercy. Excuse me, Lord, for saying such a bad thing. But these damn homeowner association people are the worst people to be in charge of your livelihood in your neighborhood. They don't have any common sense. The rules that they enforce are frustrating, and they enforce the rules sporadically. They don't do it for everybody. Certain people get treated one way while others' grass continues to grow high. Your grass gets a little bit high and they send a letter and a warning to you. But the other neighbors got high grass. What the hell's going on? Are they getting notices? They're probably not, because they're not enforcing it with those other customers that are living in a HOA neighborhood. Uh, HOAs need to be disbanded and taken apart. No more HOAs. Why? Because the whores, they are the troublemakers, citizens that live in the HOA, troublemakers that seek out and try to join the HOA to cause trouble for you and take the trouble away from them. See, there used to be homeowners on the other side of the grass, okay? And then the HOA mess with them so bad, they say, you know what? In order for me to get away from the HOA, I got to become a part of the HOA. So that's what they do. And then once they're there and they see the power that's there, they don't make things better. They just spread their misery to the rest of the residents out there. And unless you become a part of the HOA, they're going to look at how you cut your grass. They're going to look at what plants you plant without permission. They're going to look at your fence that you put up without permission. They're going to be looking at the way you do anything in your house and criticize and send letters. HOAs try to sell your home if there's a lien on it to pay for a $95 fine you didn't pay for. Now, why is this legal? It should not be legal for them to be able to sell your home for $95 that you owe, plus fees. The HOA is a criminal organization as far as I'm concerned, and they should be disbanded and allow the residents to live like the neighbors around them in other communities that don't have HOAs. Just get rid of them altogether. You're not saving anybody any money when people are moving out every damn month because of a damn HOA. Well, Grandma, I gotta agree with you. Used to live in a neighborhood that had an HOA, and they were constantly sending me notices. Violation this, violation that, grass too high. When someone in my house had found a job that required them to bring their work truck home, they had something to say about that. Oh, you can't have the work truck in front of the house. And it's ridiculous that you have people micromanaging your life as you live within a community to the point where they're making you miserable. And I think HOAs need to go away and never come back again. I got the same answer for that too. Damn HOA told me I couldn't have the dog poop in the front yard. And I said, wait a minute, dog just dropped the poop, and then I turned around, there's a note on the door. Now, how did they put the note on the door without me seeing them? And the dog just went out there for a second. And by the time I turned around, the note was on the door. I don't know where they parachuting down to come in and put these notes on the door, but they some sneaky people. I think it's the one of them Top Gun people, like Mission Impossible. They on the roof somewhere. I don't know where they are, but as soon as I turned around, the note was on the door. I said, this is ridiculous. ZZ109FM, hottest radio station on the planet. It is ridiculous. By the time you turn around and look on your door, the note's already there. Now, how the hell do they do that? HOA is a criminal and irritating group of people. Lord have mercy. All right, ZZ109FM, hottest radio station on the planet, and ZZ109FM Talk Radio. I'm Elsie Jenkins. It's been a pleasure working and communicating with you beautiful people out there today. Do not let your guard down on this planet. Be mindful of where you are. If someone gives you the heebie-jeebies, then you find yourself another seat. Get up. If you have to do it, get up and move from someone that's giving you bad vibes, because your spider senses knows something's wrong, and you need to take advantage of that sense and move. Don't care what nobody say. Do it. Move your hindparts. And if you're dealing with any of these other issues like the HOA, don't let them upset you. You fix the problem and keep things squared away at your home. You can live with some kind of dignity. All right, have a good day.